Hi everybody, it's Miss Laura from Lawrence Branch. Have you ever made your own window clings before? I have not done this before, and this is my first attempt. And it was inspired by the weather we're having and by this book, Snow Rabbit, Spring Rabbit by Il-Sung Na. Only things you need to make it are plastic wrap and paint and glue. So simple. I would absolutely do this craft again. I enjoy doing it as a middle-aged person. You could get your kids involved, and any age can do this. So this is the final product of what I made. This one here, again, is based on this page from that book, and I'm going to show you how I made them. It's so easy. I did them a little bit yesterday, and I finished it up today. Beautiful. Come and join me. Here's our crafting setup, and I've got myself a nice big piece of cardboard for neatness. I've got acrylic paints, a couple paint brushes, and saran wrap. And you will also need some glue. I'll show you where I got the idea for this, and the person who posted it actually made her own paint, and she made it out of glue and food coloring, and I have no food coloring, but I did have a ton of acrylic paints, so I'm using that. Sample, and I've never done this before. It was a lot of fun, and so I was just trying to keep it simple. First thing you want to do is get yourself out a piece of plastic wrap, and the hardest thing for me was keeping it nice and neat. If you have another person to help you, get a nice square piece, lay it down, and I thought, oh, I don't need to tape it down. However, it was flapping around, so absolutely give yourself 4 or 6 pieces of tape. And these are most of the colors that I selected. Again, I have a ton of acrylic paints, so that's what I'm using for this project. And I tried not to make a mess. I used this one single paintbrush for all of the colors that you see here. And I just opened each one up, and very neatly, I didn't even take it out. If you've not done this before, you don't need to make a mess. You can just leave it in the lid or take it right out and do your painting. So again, this was kind of my experimental piece, and I was just kind of dabbing the blue on first in one direction, then I went through and I did it all the other colors, and I actually may do another coat and see how that works. So again, the posting where I'll show you the source of where I got this idea, her paint had glue on it already, and what she's going to do is lay another sheet of plastic right on top and squish it down. What I'm going to have to do is put some glue down before I put that paper, and I will do that. And so now I am going to do another one and slightly different colors. I've got some greens and some yellows, and it's inspired by this book here. Snow Rabbit, Spring Rabbit, which was appropriate for the weather that we're having right now. And this is a musical interpretation of this story. I don't have the book at home right now. It is in the library system. It's only in hardcover, so you're gonna have to wait until the library is open again to borrow it. But it's a gorgeous picture book, and I love the illustration, so I'm going to do a picture based on one of the pages in this. And it's a lovely rendition. Enjoy it with me while I start painting.
When snow falls on the ground and all the trees are bare, everything changes. Some fly long distances, some have a long cozy sleep where they live. Some swim to warmer waters, while some have a thick woolly coat. They can stay in the snow. Some gather extra food for winter, while some travel far to find things to eat. Some stay very still, while some keep busy, moving fast and staying warm. But when the snow has melted and trees are in